Get up, get focused, and get into your passion so we can mow everywhere we go. I just got through listening to a really interesting podcast. The podcast is called The Sharp End, and it's about accidents that happen in adventure sports. And I listened to this one where this guy was coming down a mountain, and where he was coming down, the scenery was, everything looked safe. And as he was coming down, he was sliding on his back down this alpine slope in the snow. And he went over this little bump and fell straight down into a big, huge hole created by a waterfall, and fell about 30 feet down. And he was able to climb out and make it out. And he's still alive telling the story. But the interesting thing was, there was a danger there that he couldn't even see. And he even said that he came back the next day to the same area and walked right down to where this waterfall was, and just 5 feet away from it, he couldn't see the hole and couldn't hear the waterfall. And it made me think there's so many times that there's dangers in our lives that are hidden and we just can't see. And sometimes we trip and fall over those dangers and they have a consequence. But while I was listening to that podcast, I was running up the hill at the VA again. And today at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there's 15 people, patients and employees, standing out on the corner smoking. So much smoke that as I ran by the road, probably 30 feet away from them, I almost choked on the smoke. And as I'm listening to a story about a guy who stumbled into an unforeseen danger that almost took his life, I thought, these people are sitting out here smoking a toxic substance that has been proven time and time again to be carcinogenic, dangerous to our health, killing people, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, all of these things, cancer, and yet they know it. It's a known danger. They can see it. It's obvious in front of their face, and yet they continue to stumble directly into it. And I just thought how sad it is that it's one thing to fall into a danger that you can't see and that you just didn't know about, but when you know something is killing you, when you know something is destroying you, and yet you continue on the same pathway, it's so sad, so unfortunate. And I just wish that there was a way to stop that. I just wish people could see what it does to them. And it just made me think, I have to be so aware of things around me, dangers that possibly I see and just don't pay attention to, or dangers that I don't see that I still have to be careful about. And I think that's the truth for all of us. We have the opportunity to make small changes in our life. The other day I talked about small incremental changes. When you see danger, when you see something that's affecting you, make the change. Don't let it continue to destroy you. You have the opportunity to make the change in your life and to inspire the change in other people's lives. Let's take that opportunity to lift others up, to enlighten others, to inspire others and ourselves. Now's your chance. Moyo everywhere we go.